So, this is my first attempt. Now, there wasn't really anything wrong with it other than pre-existing cracks in this pour. And the reason you haven't seen it is because it was a bad pour. I messed around too long. It overheated before I could get it into the pressure pot. And I thought I could bypass it, but no, I broke this apart. But this crack here wasn't adhered by itself. So this was one piece, and then I broke it here, and then also here. So, that being said, I am going to use the thick set, as it's a thinner viscosity, as you can see. Still in clear, but this will give it time to hopefully soak into this and kind of stabilize this stuff. I'm hoping. That's the plan anyways. For some reason that fly wants to be embedded in this. I will turn him too. I don't care if he wants to be in it. So I'm going to put some in, stuff some of that down in there, and we'll go from there. I thought I mixed too much and maybe I didn't mix enough at all. So I didn't really want it on there, but there, I went and did it anyways. So this is lavender. Yeah. Oh, the bag is sold. I don't even want to open. I'm gonna make a mess. I'd actually saved some pine cones to do this with also. We'll stuff some of those down in there. I got them cooking at the moment. The plan was to hopefully push this down into that resin and take up some space, but it doesn't appear it's gonna take up all that much space. So I might have to mix up some more. That was my plan. I went out and hunted down some little itty bitty pine cones so that hopefully we could get them in there anyways. So I don't think I made enough of this, like I said. I think that one needs to be turned over. Okay, so this turned out a whole lot better. The last one, I was just trying to get something out of it, but I poured this one with the thick set total boat. I don't see any air pockets. My hope for using that was that because it takes such a long time to set up and cure, that it would absorb into the potpourri, which it appears to have done. So hopefully it won't be so brittle and separate in the potpourri once we get it down. So I'm just gonna mark center on the back side here and then eyeball the other side because it's really, you know. Okay, so all I'm gonna do right now is put me a tendon on here so I can hold it in the, got the wrong jaws on here. I have to go a long ways down to get that tendon. Maybe I'll switch out chucks, but I'm going to put a tendon on here and then just try to flatten this off. I'm going to try to get it as close as possible, and then that way I can tell if it's the right thickness all the way through. Because cutting straight this way, I found to be difficult on the last one. So at 1250, that's what we look like. But I think we're going to run it at 15. Awesome. Definitely much better. A little ways to go still, but the resin is definitely much better. I got a little bit of air pockets in there. I expected that with as much as I packed in there. Let me see if I can get this tendon on here. Okay, so I got to get to a 90 mil inside diameter, which leaves me 5 mil on each side to get to 100. So roughly in here somewhere. So I'll rough it out up close to this line here. And then we'll start being a little more careful. I still have to true up the outside. It's still got a spot that's not round. It's getting really grabby in there. Oh, de-do, we're still nowhere close. Nah, I got a little ways to go still. I'm sure it's probably not this critical, but just a little bit. I think I'm tapered back, so just out here on the front side. I mean, you know, how much of that you think I'll lose sanding? Yeah, I think I'll leave it there. Probably sand that difference off. So I gotta do the outside. I'm gonna round this edge over in here. Maybe y'all want to see what I might be doing over here. Now I'm trying to lose that spot that I hadn't touched yet, right here, because that was 102. So once I get that out of there, I did enough to possibly make two, just in case. Almost there. Alright, I'm going to go with that, because I know I'm not square, because that's 100. That will work for me. Now I'm going to round this over, up this way also. I should have gone far enough out for 20 mil anyways. So, out here somewhere, and I'll part it off. I'll mark it before we sand it, or before I try to part it off. Somewhere in there. Pencil, so roughly 20 mil-ish. So we're going to go a little bit proud here. Okay, so I have all my numbers. I'm going to do some sanding off camera, because as you all know, it's boring. And I'll come back in when we're trying to make it shiny anyways. You know the routine, just like anything else I do. sanding sealer just to seal these up. I might quite possibly put some, because there's some air bubbles in it, some CA in there before I do anything, and make sure this is all stabilized. So I'm going to use the super thin, super fast, super thin, but no, just thin, if I can get the top off. And we're just going to hit these spots that are showing here. And I probably have to, you know, clean that up a little bit better than that, but just trying to stabilize them a little bit. The fumes got me. Get an idea what it looks like anyways. And now, quite want that big water bubble in there. He's sticking to my finger. Oh, maybe I'll do the outside too. Why not? Oh, the fumes are getting me. Now, I think a bit of sanding sealer. All right, now that noisy monster is turned off. So, cellulose sanding sealer. Second coat of sealer, which I probably don't need it, but we'll do it anyways. Let that dry. A little bit of Scotch-Brite pad. And now the abrasive paste. And again. There you go. Now step 2. Doesn't look too bad, does it? All right, well, I'm going to put a little bit of restoring paste on it because it's a Canuba wax, just for extra protection. So hopefully I get this off here in one piece, and then I'll probably make a second one here just because I have it and I'm already set up. Off camera, of course. That was really noisy. Now the fun begins. Can I get it off here without breaking it? Ha ha ha! Ha ha ha! Awesomeness. There we go. Now that I've got it all dirty and dusty, I just have to clean this side up, square it up a little bit. I'm going to leave this just like it is. Switch out chucks with the coal jaws on it and see if I can hold on to that without breaking it. Alright, so 600 RPM. Hopefully it stays where it's supposed to. Do a quick measurement. Oh, wrong side. Dummy. I don't know that y'all can see it, but I can. Definitely too big. So it has to go down more. Yeah, it's still a little too big. I think we're a little too big that away too. No, that's 90. Oh, that's 100. Oh, that's what I get for thinking. That's still just a hair too big. Like, it looks like 3 mil. I'm sure it's super crucial. Well, they look pretty close to matching. Ew, buddy. All right, so I'm gonna do some, oh, look at the chatter marks. I'm gonna do some sanding, try to get rid of that, smooth this out, and refinish it the same way here. So a second coat of sand and sealer. A little bit of scuffy pad. A little bit of the abrasive paste like last time. Alright, so that was step 2, and now we're going to do the restoring polish, paste, polish, or something like that it's called. And there you have it. I'm going to clean it up a little bit. We'll get some pictures and do some talking about it. I'll give you the information on where to send this to Caitlan. It's one of the stores over there are receiving these on her behalf, so I will get that information when we're over at the sticker board. There you have it. Stove bolt, thick set resin, some lavender potpourri. I forgot what it was called. This one's finished with the axe paste. And then I put a coat of canoodle wax on it after the fact. I did make a second one. This one I did in a CA finish. And this one, I put those pine cones in there and I had to get one. So there's one of the pine cones in it. I'll put pictures up at the end. So anyways, Caitlan, one of these is for your project and the other one is for you. Whichever one you choose to not use in your project and keep, it's all yours. I'll get them out in the mail today, hopefully. If anybody else is trying to do this, we're going to, they're not actually shipping directly to Caitlan. They're going to go to Chestnut Products, or care of Chestnut Products, the Caitlan the Cat's Ring Collab. And that's a P.O. Box 260 in Stowmarket, UK. The postal code's on there too. I'll put that in the description below. I'll also put Caitlan the Cat's YouTube channel up there in the corner. Y'all go over and check her out. You're looking at a 14-year-old wood turning. So that's a great thing. She's not looking at her telephone. Yep, pictures at the end, and I'm kind of in a hurry. I'm running out of time to get that out today. So thumbs up or thumbs down, and we'll see y'all next week.